By the way, by the way, by the way, I have to issue an apology. I have to issue an apology. Alex said Derek X, Tiffany, Sarah Beth, and Xavier are my top contenders. Derek X, yeah. Derek X is one of my favorites. Tiffany, I love her. I freaking love her. I do see her as not, I do see her as, she's not afraid to make big moves, right? But she needs to calm down sometimes. You know, the friction she has with Aza? Aza was supposedly her best friend. Like, when I watched a few clips online of what was going on in the house, they were really close. They were always together. And for them to be that easily against one another is kind of scaring me. So I'm scared for Tiffany, but I love her. I love Sarah Beth too. Sarah Beth has a very good read on the game. And Sarah Beth basically said, you know what? I know that with my team, like Sarah Beth knows that her teammates are closer and they kind of exclude her and that they probably have an alliance without her. So she has a very good read, and it's about being in people's good graces and being part of an alliance and not being at the bottom of the totem pole for Sarah Beth. Yo, by the way, by the way, by the way, I have to issue an apology. I have to issue an apology. By the way, shout out to David. David, how are you? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I have to say, issue an apology to Xavier. That guy is so freaking nice. That guy is so freaking nice. I'm so sorry I compared him to Matt James. I'm so sorry. He's so freaking nice. He's so in French there's this word that means galanterie. He's so chivalrous, I guess. He's a really nice guy, stand-up guys. I don't know. I really love Xavier. I misjudge him from the jump, and I love that the cookout is really close, you know? Sasu said Tiffany versus Aza. We don't like it over here. I know. I freaking hate that they're against each other. But in the live feeds, like the few live feeds that I saw, they were actually friends. You know what I mean? And I hope that this is just like this is just one obstacle and it's not going to be like that the whole time. But they do have very different personalities. They are both blunt. When they want something, they say it. They're both that way, which I love. But because they see things differently, that's where there's friction. But the fact that they have kind of the same baseline personality of being blunt people, I kind of like that. And I really hope it's temporary. I don't know if someone can confirm whether or not like they're really not into each other anymore. Aza needs to stop taking it a bit too personal because, you know, like it's literally who else do you want me to choose? The thing is, Aza doesn't know about the alliance between the kings and queens and the Derek. You know, that's why I wish Aza was part of that alliance. But then again, you can't have the whole house in an alliance. And honestly, how is Xavier navigating this whole thing, having like alliances everywhere? The what was the name of the alliance? The Slaughterhouse, the Royal Flush, the Cookout. Honestly, Alec, you said that Xavier was in a good position. Maybe he is because he's in the middle of every single alliance, so maybe he won't get targeted. Alex said, but Aza had set her own, has set her own grave. Who the fuck, who the fuck would want to be a volunteer? I know she's too emotional. They are so right, too emotional. I freaking love Aza first impression when I saw her intro package. But now I'm like, girl, I low-key feel like Aza wants to go home. I low-key feel like she's over it because even when you look at her, like when you watch the live feeds and you see her, the few clips that I saw, she was very quiet and secluded. And maybe she's an introvert and having that many people around her is very anxiety-inducing and she doesn't want to be here anymore, but she knows that she cannot quit as a Big Brother player. So that's the thing with Aza. I'm kind of disappointed that she's kind of giving up. Yes, Brittany is cool, but girl, play to win. Like Tiffany said, you gotta play to win, girl. Sasu said, Xavier, my guy from the start. Yo, I misjudged him. I'm so sorry. My sincere apologies. My sincere apologies. I called it. When he wins the money, I'll be his future wife. Yup, 750,000. Not a little $100,000. But girl, aren't you a little too young for my man? I mean, Xavier, I think he's my age. I think he's 29 though, no? I think he's... So, he would be for me instead. Nah, I'm kidding, not kidding. You take him, you know. And Alex said Sasu forgot about Tashawn so fast. Look, who is Tashawn? Tashawn who? Tashawn who? Tashawn only got $100,000. What's she gonna do with that? Nothing. So next best thing, and he's a lawyer, so he probably already has money, probably already has money even without Big Brother, and now she's gonna increase his net worth, net worth. Anyways, moving on. So basically, Azza told Derek that it makes no sense that their team is being targeted, that the team is again on the block, but I don't think they're understanding that Brett is actually the target and not and not Brittany, but she's expendable. That's what's really sad. So yeah, so Brent talks to Xavier, and Brent is like, bro, like, I'm just like really intelligent. Like, I'm just too smart for you guys. Like, don't perceive my body. Don't perceive my body, because I know when you look at my chiseled abs and how hot I am, you don't perceive my intelligence, but I'm really smart, bro. So like, I know I'm the target, bro. And then Xavier denies. I love that Xavier is denying. I mean, it's, to me, I feel like it's hard to lie, but yo, if it works, it works, Anyways, so then, Brent tells the DR that he has the aces up his sleeve and that he has all the votes to stay. Brent is delusional. Little does he know that everyone in the house hates him, And that's the thing. That's why, for those of you who are from Quebec and watch Occupation Double, in season Ode Bali, no, not Ode Bali, Ode Greece, there was this guy, Jonathan, in the house. No one liked him. Like, all the guys hated him for some reason. And he's the type of guy that in real life, he has so many friends and he's the life of the party and everything. So I don't know. Like, I know people on Twitter don't like Brent, but is it that bad to the point that you want to ruin your game to evict that guy? I mean, it's not ruining your game, because ultimately everyone else has to go. And, let's do it in the logical order. But yeah, I don't know. Is he that bad? Can someone confirm? If he's that bad? But yeah, so then once Brent has this discussion with Xavier, he goes back to see his team and he tells them, bro, like, I'm not a pawn. And he repeats the same sentence, at first I was like, okay, when he said the thing about his body being perceived, I was like, okay, maybe he made a mistake. But then when he repeated the same thing to his own team, I was like, oh, like, he really think that it's a phrase. Like, no, Brent, that's not a phrase. My body perceived me. Or maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm the one who doesn't know that it's a real sentence, Oh, hey, David, we're so happy to see you. Hey, just wanted to pop in and say, hey, we're so happy to see you. Welcome to the club. And yes, Alec, he thinks he's Dr. Will, bro. Fully delusional. Alex is hi to Dave. David said, I can't stay though, but I love y'all. We love you back. See you soon. See you next time. Anytime. Still happy for the pop and the hey. Joe said, bro, Brent's ego, yo, that's a tongue twister. Brent's ego is through the damn roof. 1,000%. Like, how are you not self-aware? And the thing is, he's not even like, to me, there are guys in the house that are more attractive than Brent. Brent is not an ugly guy. But it's like, how could you be this confident when there are that many great people around you? And the way he told Alyssa, yeah, like, I don't want you to think that I'm in an alliance with you because I think you have a crush on me. And she's like, why would you think that I have a crush on you? Like, where's that come? Like, do you not see me all the time with Christian? What makes you think that I have a crush on you? That don't make no sense. Brent is delusional. But you know how sometimes people who are cocky, because I've met cocky people in my life, and sometimes it's endearing, but maybe not living with them, right? Because I've never lived with a cocky person, but maybe it's the fact that they live 24/7 with him. And you know what? The fact that he's that cocky maybe means that he has a confidence issue, a confidence problem, because you want to project onto others what you want them to believe about you. Maybe that's the problem. So yeah, Alex said, yeah, his ego is through the roof. Josh says, Brent's like, Alyssa, I'm sorry, but I can't be your boyfriend. All of these girls want me. Yo, he reminds me of Devin from BB16. Like, I'm the main guy. I'm so cool. All these girls want me. And yeah, exactly. I just can't be your boyfriend. Did I tell you that I was looking to be your girlfriend? Did I ever say that? Like, and Alyssa's like, this dude really thinks I'm drooling over him. Yo, he's delusional. And the thing is, every single guy likes Alyssa. So the fact that he would think that she would choose him specifically and not Christian, who she's been with all the time, or even Xavier, because she spends a lot of time with Xavier as well. Like, why would you think you're the chosen one? Anyways, that's so weird. He's way too hyped in the outside world for sure. Who's hyped in the outside world? Who is hyped? Who is hyped, Sasu? Josh says, I like Brent because he is comedic, how full of himself he is. Exactly. That's why I'm like, that's what I said. Sometimes it's endearing when someone has too much confidence, And I feel like when people have too much confidence and they break out of character for you sometimes, it's even more endearing. So there's a way to spin your confidence, your over cockiness, and make it endearing. I don't know. Sasu said he's a flight attendant, so he probably gets girls from all around the world. Oh yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. And even with employees, like there's a lot of mingling amongst employees. So yeah, probably true. And he's not an ugly guy. And there's a thing about like Italian guys being perceived as charming, right? People always think of Italy as being like a romantic country and whatnot. So yeah, so definitely I could see him getting girls. He's not ugly. But maybe that's what you're saying. You're saying that people have hyped him up. Like he gets so many girls that now his ego is like overinflated. 1000% agree. I do believe that